Okay, so this is part two. Oh yeah, so at the Mini TV, Mandalorian Pod. For everyone inside, you already know what it is already. So it's part two, responding to my boy Karim, the West Ham fan. So we just done a video. The first one was there. This one is a big six debate between me and him, and obviously drop a comment in, man. We want to hear what you guys think as well on it. But yeah, so we're just debating who we think is out of the big six in England, who we think, in what order do we think it goes in. So yeah, let's get straight into it, man. So yeah, well, I'll start because I'm going to try and remember what Karim said. I'll just start with the Arsenal Man City one because I think that's what that was the main thing. It was Arsenal are bigger than Man City, and he also said, well, he didn't touch on it in his video, but he said, and I said to him, Man are bigger than Man City. Well, yeah, let me respond to the bit where he said Man City are bigger. So yeah, I've got I definitely, I'll say my order, but definitely Arsenal are bigger than Man City. There's no doubt about it. He said something about they have domestically and in Europe because they got the one Champions League now. We still don't have that. Yeah, but I believe we're a bigger team. I know they've won 8 Premier League titles. We've only won 3, but in total, we still have more than them. We still have more titles than them. We got 13. I believe they got 10 in total of titles, isn't it? So we still have more than them. We definitely have more FA Cups. I'm not sure about League Cups, but I'm assuming we probably do. So domestically, we're still higher than them. Like, obviously, I don't think they're going to win title this year. We're probably not going to win title this year, but we have a better chance than them. They are catching a bit of form now, but we still have more. We still have more titles than them. So they can't be bigger than us domestically. They can't be. We got 13. They got 10. So we're still higher than them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So Karim, go and check. We still have more than them domestically. In the Champions League, yes, they have more Champions League. We don't. But like I said in the other video, as a worldwide, as a worldwide thing, knowing what clubs people know, I believe we're bigger than them. I'll use the same thing I said again. If I ask my cousin in Canada, both of them, one is 24, one is 31. If I ask them what clubs they know in England, I have Arsenal, Man City. Best believe they're gonna say Arsenal. They're not gonna say Man City. So that's what I mean by the size of the club and how big they are worldwide, how known they are worldwide. For me, it's not just about what they've won, what the club has won. Obviously, when you look at think of teams like Barcelona, Madrid, Bayern Munich, those kind of teams, you don't think about what they want. You just automatically just know them. Anyone who doesn't watch football will just know those clubs. That's what I mean. That's my insight of how big the club is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I asked my cousin in Canada, who they were born and bred there. They won't know. They've been to London before, but they won't know. They've been to England before, but they won't know. I don't think they would even know Man City as a club. I know that they're Champions League winners, but yeah, Arsenal are bigger for me. Like, it's not even a bias thing. They're just bigger. Like, I keep it real. I'm not just saying it because I support the team. We're just definitely bigger than them as a club. As a worldwide, we're bigger than them. Like I say it again, we do have more league titles than them. They got the one Champions League, we don't. But yeah, I still think we're bigger than them. There's not even a debate. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you lot think in the comments. Who's bigger of Arsenal and Man City? He said his order. I think he said, if I'm mistaken, he said Man United, Liverpool. He said he put Chelsea, then he put Man City third, then he put Chelsea, which I find very odd. Man City are not bigger than Chelsea. He put Man City, then he put Chelsea, then he put us, then he put Tottenham, and then he obviously proceeded to say that Tottenham have won stuff in Europe. We haven't. Because obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I'm not deluded. Whether we won one Euro or not, I know we haven't done a job in Europe. We've been to the final in 2006. I watched that game. I was a young boy, but I watched it. I think I was 13, but I watched it in there. I watched the final. I could tell you what team played that day. I watched it very well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was very painful for us not to win that final because I watched it. Yeah, man, very, very painful. I think I must have been about year 7 or year 8. And I haven't seen my team get to the final since then. But yeah, we're bigger than Tottenham. That's no debate. But yeah, I would say my order in my opinion, what I think is England. Like I said, I'm what some deluded biased guy. Otherwise, I would say Arsenal's the biggest club in England. Well, not the biggest club in England. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense that, so I'm not gonna be sit here and be dumb about it. But what I will do is defend my team where I feel like we need to be defended against teams like Man City. Get out of here, man. You might have won the Champions League, but you're not big on my club. Must be mad. Yeah. So let me start. So for me, I think Karim said something about Liverpool have overtaken Man United. I don't think they've overtaken them yet. I think if they win this Premier League, which they're probably going to do, because it's going to be hard to stop this team, then I think they will be tying with them. They won't pass Man United. But yeah, in my order, I think it's Man United because they've won hella trophies, and but again, worldwide, I don't think you'll find someone that doesn't know Man United. So for me, it's Man United, the biggest club in England. Obviously, in the 80s and all that, Liverpool won bare titles in it, but I still don't think they're bigger than Man United. Yeah, I mean, they got okay, it don't matter who managed them in it, but yeah, for me, it's Man United. Then against Liverpool, they won a lot of titles in the 80s. Teams like Alan Hansen, them kind of people, Ian Rush, they won plenty of titles in it. Obviously, we weren't here to see all those titles. That's why we laugh at Liverpool now, because until they won the Premier League in 2020, they were just irrelevant, kind of. Obviously, now it's looking like they're going to win this year's one, so fair enough. But hopefully, I still got that bit of faith that they might collapse. But yeah, so for me, it's Liverpool second. There's no doubt about that. Third is when it gets interesting, because some people will say Arsenal, some people will say Chelsea. Don't get me wrong, like Chelsea pissed me off, but I do respect them as a club as well, because they have won a lot of stuff. But I don't believe Chelsea's got more titles than us. Yeah, I probably have to go back and check that one. I don't think Chelsea have more titles than us. So actually, maybe they do. I'm not sure. It might be very close, but I don't think Chelsea are bigger than us. I know they've got the Champions League now as well. They've got 2, in fact. But domestically, yeah, I don't think they are. They don't have more FA Cups than us. They might have more titles than us, actually. This one, I actually have to go and check that one. But I think it's very even. That's why only people debate between Arsenal and Chelsea. It's always like, it's always different. Some people say Chelsea, some people say Arsenal. So I think that one is like, it's like you're rolling the dice at that one, because any of them could come ahead of the other one. Yeah, especially because worldwide both teams are very well known. I'll bring the example of my cousin again. He actually knew Chelsea because I think he liked Chelsea, being a Canadian as well. So, but yeah, man, I think I'll leave that one to the comments. Arsenal or Chelsea, but I'm gonna stick with my boys, innit? I think Arsenal are just about bigger than Chelsea. Like Chelsea are a big club, there's no doubt about it. But I think we're just about bigger than them. I can't know. I think we're just about bigger. But it's very close. So I'll put Arsenal third. Chelsea obviously right after us in fourth. Because Chelsea they could be ahead of us if we're being honest with ourselves, innit? So, but yeah, Arsenal and Chelsea is it's just a very close one. After Chelsea, then I'll put Man City. Man City, in my opinion, is number 5. Is number 5. Sorry, I'm confusing myself now. Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. Yeah. So after Chelsea, Man City. For me, in my opinion, it's Chelsea. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying shit, but Man City number 5. Sorry, in my opinion. Yeah. I think they're number 5. I think Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, bigger than Man City. There's just, I ain't trying to hear nobody tell me Man City is bigger than any of those 4 clubs. I'm not gonna hear it. They're not bigger. Yes, they won 8 Premier League titles, but they still got less titles than everyone else there. We have more titles than them. Chelsea do, Man United do, Liverpool do. I ain't trying to hear no one tell me Man City is bigger than any of those clubs. Yes, when they got money, they started splashing money, and then they started to win titles, innit? Fair enough. But you know what I mean? They've got that. They've got all these charges against them as well. Bare charges. Whether it's good, then what's going to happen with it, but they got bare charges against them. So yeah, I ain't trying to hear no one tell me Man City is bigger than any of those 4 clubs. The original top 4. I'm not hearing nobody tell me Man City is bigger than any of them. They're not bigger. We still got more titles than them. They got 8 Premier titles, but in total they've only got 10. We've all got more than them. I mean, if we're not careful, they're gonna catch up. But at this current moment right now, we still have more titles than them. So I ain't trying to hear it. After Man City, then I'll put Tottenham because obviously they have more than Tottenham. Tottenham, we as we all know, a lot of us laugh at them. They haven't been winning trophies of recent. Yeah. So Tottenham will be number 6 for me. Karim, he's a West Ham fan. Obviously, he's not gonna say West Ham are any bigger than any of these clubs in domestically. But I don't just look at it domestically. I look at it worldwide. And yeah, they're all bigger than West Ham. I don't think Karim will disagree. Yeah, I look at it worldwide. How well the club is known worldwide. Man City are not more known worldwide than Arsenal or Chelsea. To be honest with you, I don't think they're even worldwide more than Tottenham. But the reason why I put them ahead of Tottenham is because of the titles that they've won in the Premier League. I don't think they're even bigger than Tottenham. You know what I mean? Back then, I don't really know many people support Man City around. Even my pops, rest in peace, pops. He was a Tottenham fan, so my pops will probably tell me that Man City, nah, then they're not a big club like that. Yes, they've won these titles, but nah, man. But yeah, let me not talk for too long. Let me just wrap it. But yeah, that's my top 6. No way Man City's coming anywhere near this thing here. Nah, fam. That's my top 6. Let me know what you guys think is a big 6 in Europe. Sorry, in the Premier League. The big 6 England, the England 6. Let me know your top 6 in the comments below. And see if you agree with me or with Karim. Love for everyone inside once again. Let's find out them numbers, man. We'll see you soon, probably with a part 3.
Hey guys, it's Karim again here. This is my second part of Mind Your Lane podcast, and this is another part of the debate I had with Raf yesterday when we were discussing the top 6 teams and which club was bigger. So he came up to me saying that Arsenal is a bigger club than Man City. And this all spurred on when West Ham won the Conference League and Declan Rice was leaving, and he was linked with a move heavily to Man City and chose Arsenal over it. For me personally, it was upsetting because City that year had won the treble. They were dominant. They were the best team in the world. They were the best team in the Prem. And I thought that Rice would really, really suit that team despite Rodri being there and now being Ballon d'Or winner and stuff. So, in my opinion, Man City are a bigger club than Arsenal. I know that they've had a surge of trophies since 2008. However, if you look at the club historically, in the 60s and 70s, they won league titles, they won an FA Cup as well, and they also won a European trophy in the 60s. And of course, many people were saying, well, they haven't won a Champions League, and they haven't won a Champions League. But 2 years ago, in 2023, they managed to do it and silence everyone that said City can't win a Champions League. So, in my perspective, I believe that Man City are a bigger club than Arsenal. When you look at the top 6 in general, Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs and Liverpool, it's a bit difficult to put them in order of which is the biggest club historically and the biggest club now. Because if you're looking at titles and stuff, it's a tough one. My top 2 would definitely be Liverpool and Man United. They're the English teams which have won the most trophies historically, domestically and in Europe. Man United have won 3 Champions Leagues, multiple Europa League or multiple Europa Leagues, and they've won Cup Winners' Cups. Then you got Liverpool, who have won 6 Champions Leagues, they've won Europa Leagues, they've won Club World Cups, they've won Super Cups. And I'm 100% certain Liverpool have overtaken Man United in major honours, total, domestically and in Europe. In third place, it's between 3rd and 4th. I'd pick either Chelsea or Man City, for me personally. Despite Arsenal is between Arsenal and Spurs. I'd put them in the 5th and 6th bracket. Because for me personally, Chelsea in recent years, if you look at the past 20, 25 years since the 2000s, they've been dominant in the Prem and in Europe. They've won 2 Champions Leagues, they've won a Europa League, they've won Super Cups, they've won a Club World Cup too. and that's what makes them stands out from the rest, and also Premier Leagues, despite them having a terrible run in recent years. I believe that Chelsea are the biggest club in London, domestically and in Europe, because of the trophies they've won and the consistency they have over the past 25 years, to say the least. And then comes City. City have dominated the league, and despite them only having 2 European honours, which is the Cup Winners' Cup and now the Champions League, they've managed to do it domestically and in Europe. And to do the treble was something crazy, something we haven't seen since 1999, since Alex was in charge of United with that Beckham team. So yeah, for me personally, I would put Man City over them. They even won domestic trebles, and I wonder, have Arsenal ever even won a treble? That is a question to ask, because I at least can't remember. I'm 28 years old, and I do remember the Invincibles. I was only like 6 or 7, but I remember that Prime Henry team with Bergkamp and Pires, and that team was just different gravy. And to do the whole season unbeaten still hasn't been done to this day. So credit to that team, but they still could have managed to get a title in Europe, which this is the deal breaker for me. For me to be a top team, you have to win domestically and in Europe. If you want to be on par with the Uniteds, the Liverpools, now the Cities, the Madrids, the Barças, the Bayern Munichs, those type of teams. This is my personal view, obviously, and some people might not agree with it. And then 5th and 6th, I'd put Arsenal, then I'd put Spurs. But there's a big but. In Europe, in my opinion, Spurs are a bigger team because of what they've won in Europe historically. They've won 2 Europa Leagues, and they've also won a Cup Winners' Cup. They've won 3 European trophies, whereas Arsenal just have the 1. So this is all a debate for you guys to get down in the comments and to see your views on it. But just, this is my opinion on the top 6 and which club is bigger historically and which club is bigger. So for me, this all spurred off me and Raf having a discussion about Rice at the time, because I thought he should have gone to a bigger club than Arsenal, even though Arsenal are a bigger club than West Ham domestically. They haven't won a Premier League in over 20 years. That says a lot about it. And yes, some people will say, but Liverpool didn't win a Premier League for 30 years. Yes, but in between that process, they won a Champions League. So with Gerrard against AC Milan, that crazy final, which was 3-0 and then turned to 3-3, and they won in penalties. So I want to find out what you guys think about this discussion. Who is the biggest club in London? How would you put it into order, 1st to 6th? Who is the biggest club in the Premier League? And do you think my reasons are valid? Because personally, I think it's a fair judgment that you need to have trophies domestically and in Europe in order for you to be a massive club, like top tier. Because Raf was telling me Arsenal is bigger than Man City. You have more FA Cups than them. Yes, that's for sure. But for me personally, you need to win in Europe. You need to win in Europe because you can be champions of England and all that. But if you don't win in Europe, then it's a different it's a different type of gravy, if you get me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Follow Raf's channel, Mind Your Lane. Hit like, subscribe, all the other stuff. Anyways, I'm off. Cheers. Bye.